Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. The Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey has us set. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And a big run right out of the blocks. He gets forward for 9 on the first play of the game.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's second and a yard. The RPO. This is Dobbs. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. It's good for a Falcon first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, it's Shough. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
A gain there of 11. First down, Minnesota.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and
From the 20, here's second and a couple.
Get set, get set. IT, watch out.
They're going to go right back to Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Looks like a design run with Purdy.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to pick up the Vikings first down. Boy, it was a tough couple of yards to pick up. They convert and the drive stays alive.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Outside. Right around shot.
They'll go again here with Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Get set. Get set. Touch.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal. A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive and some points. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. Well, I'll tell you, Mike, I'm feeling pretty good about my chances of picking up this 4th down when I've got big old Derrick Henry in the backfield. So what an unbelievable job by this defense coming up with a huge 4th down stop.
On 1st and 10, here's Chuck. And they'll get him down up around the 15-yard line. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 0-0 is the score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment.
First down, Atlanta.
The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
It is 2nd and 9.
At the 16-yard line.
To the air is Shuck. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards. On 1st down, it's Swift. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll go again with Swift. And And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
That's another Falcons first down. A gain of 7. And the Falcons
give up the middle with Swift. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
tackle gain at the 38-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9. They'll go play action here with Chuck. That's the safety, Jesse Bates.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
18, yellow.
1st and 10 for Purdy. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
A first down throw for Purdy. That's McLaurin open on the left side. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Back to the air again is Purdy. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Minnesota. That his first touchdown of the new year.
He's lined up one-on-one, and it's a mismatch from the very beginning. He's just so fast, so big. He's kind of part tight end, part wide receiver, and when you have that type of skill set, it's just going to be hard to stop.
Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's Shuck. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. And he will go all the way. Puka Nakua. Touchdown Atlanta. His 4th TD grab of the season. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
This will be returned from the 2. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
Their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, it's Purdy. Going up top for Evans. And this will be incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And it'll bring up second down.
Yeah, a little predictable there. You feel like you just gave up points, and the first thing you want to do is you just want to answer back, and you try to get it all in one play. Nice job by the defensive coordinator, understanding the deep shot was coming, having the right call there. So offensively, just take what's there. You're not going to get all those points back in one play. Take your time, take what's there, sustain the drive.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A quick slant on the money to McLaurin. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
That's another Vikings first down.
Here's Purdy again. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And a nice return will set them up in good field position right at midfield.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here is Shuck on 1st and 10. They're trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Here is Shuck. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
And the Falcons.
A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Atlanta.
The 38-yard line.
Throwing again, Shuck. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. That's the veteran linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Joey Sly set to
A touchdown apiece. 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. A safe kick taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return.
40-yard line.
He'll go play action. Purdy. Off he goes. And he'll be forced out of bounds. Just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Play action. Here's Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
You know, Mike, I like the early aggressive play call to start this second half. I think anytime you find yourself in a tie ball game, you want to be the team that strikes next. In this case, it backfires. They have the turnover. Now it's their defense that's taking the field, and they're going to have to come up with a stop and keep this game all squared up.
And he's going to get all the way down to the Vikings' 25-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down. On first down, Shuck. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. That's the veteran linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
Look, I think any time, Mike, you find yourself all tied up in the second half of a ball game, it's all hands on deck. Both teams are trying to find a way. How can I separate? How can we give our side a clear advantage? That pick right there, killing that first series of this second half, that seems like one of those separators to me. Now, this offense, as they take the field, they have to capitalize and come away with points.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Tackle at the 25-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught. Derrick Henry. Into space. Inside the 20. And he will dive into the end zone. 74 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target, and in this case, this guy, he does the rest.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On first down, they give it right back to Swift. And he gets this up close to the 40. Up from his safety spot, Jesse Bates makes the play. 2nd down and 8.
2nd and 8.
Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 13 yards on the catch there. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Falcons first down. A gain of 13 yards.
They will run it over center with Swift. He's going to get all the way down to the Vikings' 14-yard line. That one good for 29. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. That's hauled in on the left by Nacua. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Chuck. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Chuck. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. Sly now for the point after. He knocks it through, and the Falcons will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin then.
At their own 25-yard line.
Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. With the middle of the field, he's got Evans. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. Off the RPO, this one to McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. 1st and 10.
At the 50-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
1st down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
And he's close to another 1st down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. Right side. That's made by McLaurin. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard
Purdy
line.
on 1st down. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he is out of bounds. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's a run. And he's into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Vikings. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. On for the PAT is Auburn. His kick is good. The Vikings have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Johnson now to return. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Remember this one thing, it is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for. Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
And the Falcon first down.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. This is first and 10. A run with Swift. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Here comes second down.
30-yard line. 2 yards on the carry. It's second and 8.
To throw is shut. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates.
As hard as it is to have this conversation, at some point, someone on this sideline needs to say, is it better off for this young rookie to just remove him from the game, take a deep breath, and reset for next week? Because at this point, 5 interceptions in, you start being concerned that you're doing more harm than you are good.
Out of his end zone, it's Purdy. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. On second down, Purdy. Now pass deep for McLaurin. He's got it! A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A first down throw for Purdy. And this ball is going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Here's the toss, right side to Henry. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. And the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go. It's 3rd and 4. Purdy. is going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. A gain there of 16 yards. It'll be a Vikings first down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Purdy going to put it up again. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So a win here for the Vikings. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season.
So try it again. Starting me over right back at the end.
When's the last time you were afraid? I haven't been afraid a day in my life.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats, head held high, I haunt these streets, life still me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. Knock me down, 6 feet deep, one more round, no reprieve, life still me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. In the mirror, no reflection. Another day, just another resurrection. Where's the glory? Just another story. I won't be the ending that was written for me. And I'm never running, so try it again. Starting me over right